I've already set up my PicoGear receiver for timecode syncing, and I'll go through and show you what I have used for the settings. First, I should say I bought a cable which is compatible with Tentacle Sync timecode cable for the Tentacle Sync E timecode generator. The brand I don't think matters as long as you have a cable that's compatible with the Tentacle Sync E timecode generator. To set my PicoRecorder up for time sync, I touch the wrench which gives me settings. This little square here is for timecode. Now you can see the timecode running right here. I'll press reset and it sets to 0. I use 29.97 frames per second on my recordings because I post my recordings to a public access TV station that requires that frame rate for broadcast. I use the 29.97 frame per second with drop frame DF at the recommendation of Pico. Pico suggests trying the left output. I've tried left and then right and then both, and it syncs in all events, so I'm not sure it matters. Pico says use line for the audio level, so I do. And that's, you can see again the timecode running amok on the counter. I have a microphone connected here, one microphone. None of the others are docked and unavailable. So that's how you set up the PicoRecorder. Now let's look at the camera. Okay, this is my Sony FX30, and I'm going to set it up so that it syncs with timecode. I'm touching menu. I'm in shooting, TCB, UB, timecode preset, I don't use that. Timecode format is drop frame so that I have timecode matching with the Pico. Timecode run is free run. It runs all the time. Rec run means it only runs when you're recording. Timecode make is on preset. Still in shooting. Image quality. File format. Okay, you have options here that you pick. My personal choice is for HS. You can also choose S or any of the others. Now the problem with HS is your frames are restricted to 59.94 or these two, and I'm recording at 29.97. Now you'll notice that this is twice 29.97, so that's the one I choose. I choose to record at the highest rate for that setting. So let's go back and look at just plain S, and you'll see that you can choose 29.97p if you're using S instead of HS. So let's go back to HS. Okay, then we go to Setup. on display option, I've got it set to display TC, which is what I'm using. And that's it. Now the display option means it shows on the screen, and you may be able to read these little numbers below the green setup. That's the time code. So it's counting it itself, but it has not been synced yet with the PC recorder. Okay, I've tethered the PicoRecorder to the FX30. The FX30 has a number of tripod mounts, so you can screw things into the camera directly, which is handy. One of my problems with hand holding the camera is having the PicoRecorder outboard from the camera with the cable, so that's a problem that I have to live with, and I'll just not regard it as a problem. Now I haven't got the recorder turned on, but you'll notice that the time code is set there. When I turn the recorder on, the time code resets, and it now matches the time code on the recorder itself. And now the secret, you have to turn on recorder so that it records internally. So now, no matter how many microphones I have connected to the PicoRecorder, they're going to be recorded internally. And then I can take all those tracks, import the audio and the video to my computer with Final Cut Pro 10 and sync all the audio using timecode.